So how do you actually build a story? I don't mean just writing it down. I mean, how is it constructed, live, moment by moment, choice by choice? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on exactly that. We're going to dissect a Dungeons & Dragons adventure and follow one simple mystery from its very first whisper all the way to its player-driven ending.
Okay, let's jump right in. This is where it all begins. In games like this, we call this box text. It's the first thing the players hear from their guide, the Game Master. It's pure atmosphere, right? It's designed to just suck you right into the world, set the scene, and plant that first little seed of mystery.
But behind that atmospheric opening, there's a whole world of preparation. Before anyone even sits down at the table, the Game Master has already built the scaffolding for the adventure. So let's take a little peek into the secret notes that make this world tick.
So, who is this guide? The Game Master, or GM, is kind of the engine of the whole game. They're part author, part actor, and part referee. And here's the key thing. Their job isn't to tell a story to the players, but to build a world that reacts to the players. It's a huge difference. Okay, now this is where a world really starts to feel, well, alive. A place is just scenery until you fill it with people. The GM has created these non-player characters, NPCs for short, and each one has their own little piece of the puzzle. Marna knows the history, Bram has some creative ideas, and Ket actually saw something important. They make this village feel real.
And here it is. This is the secret, right? Tucked away in the GM's notes. This is the truth the players are searching for, even if they don't know the question yet. A hungry spirit, a broken promise, everything they're about to discover is going to point right back to this.
Okay, the stage is set. The secrets are all hidden, and now the players arrive. This is the moment where the script gets thrown out the window and active gameplay begins. We're shifting from the GM's prep to the player's very first move.
So let's meet our heroes. We've got Rowan, the fighter, who's all about protecting people. There's Mira, the sharp-eyed ranger who doesn't miss a thing, and Tamsin, a warlock who's always drawn to the strange and powerful. These aren't just labels, you know. They're basically different toolkits for solving problems.
And this is the magic moment. The GM sets the scene and then asks the most important question in the entire game. What do you do? The story is no longer a script, it's a conversation. Player agency is now the engine. So, what do?
They decided to call out, and immediately the world responds. That one simple action gives them two critical pieces of information. One, the missing child is alive, and two, they're not alone down there. In a single move, the stakes just shot way up.
Now that they know for sure someone's down there, the whole mission changes. The time for investigation is over. Now it's about action. The heroes are going in, and we're heading into the next phase of this adventure.
And the party moves fast. The rescue itself, quick and successful. Sometimes the most direct approach really is the best one, and a decisive action gets rewarded. The child, Lena, is safe, but this story is far from over.
You see, getting Lena out wasn't the end goal. It was the key that unlocks the real mystery. She's a goldmine of clues, a broken bowl in 3 pieces, a spirit that used to be lonely but is now angry. These are the breadcrumbs that lead the players to the actual problem.
So, based on what Lena said, the party tries something. They make a small offering. And this is so cool because it shows how interactive this world is. Their action has a direct, immediate effect. The spirit actually responds, and its anger softens. That's a huge clue that they're on the right track.
So now the heroes know what they have to do. This isn't about fighting some monster. It's about healing a wound. They have to go down there and fix that broken offering bowl, which takes us right into the climax of the story.
Of course, the GM isn't just going to let them walk in and grab it. Down in the dark, something is waiting. A dripping husk, this thing made of mud and sorrow, is guarding the last piece. It's a prepared obstacle, a physical challenge standing between them and their goal.
And once again, the story stops and waits for a choice. Do they fight it? Do they try to sneak by? Maybe distract it? This is the tactical heart of the game. There is no single right way to do this, just different approaches with different risks. They went with stealth. Mira, the ranger, uses her skills to just slip past the guardian without it ever knowing she was there. This is a perfect example of how a smart choice can let you bypass an entire fight. They didn't solve this with swords. They solved it with cleverness.
With all three pieces in hand, it's time for the final act. And this isn't a battle, it's a ritual. Tamsin, the warlock, speaks directly to the spirit, making a new promise. The players put the bowl back together, and it's made whole again. This is the payoff for every single clue they followed.
And with that, the conflict just ends. The Guardian peacefully dissolves because its purpose is fulfilled. The angry whispers are gone. The players won, not by destroying the threat, but by understanding it and healing it.
But the story doesn't just stop there. In a living, breathing world, actions have consequences. The player's success starts to ripple out, changing the village of Ashford and setting up what might happen next. First, you get the immediate rewards. Some gold from the very grateful villagers, a cool magical item, and a special game bonus called Inspiration, which the GM gave them for finding a smart, non-violent solution. These are the tangible signs of a job well done.
And this part, this is why it all matters. Their actions have permanently changed this little corner of the world. The village is better off, but hey, now the local miller is complaining about the water flow. And the kid they rescued, Lena, has started a new tradition. These aren't just endings, they're the beginnings of brand new stories.
And so, we end right back where we started, at the well. Only now the angry whispers are gone, replaced by this feeling of contentment. The GM delivers one last bit of description, confirming the resolution and bringing the whole thing to a really satisfying close. So in the end, what we saw here is that a story isn't just told to you. It's something that's built, together, one choice at a time. Every single decision, from calling into a dark well to sneaking past a monster, became a brick in the final narrative. So the only real question left is, what story will you build next?